law of California allowing for transportation to be provided to elderly people that are unable to drive. If by 2030, if the elderly population is going to increase to 70 million people, just imagine how much tax money and funds that would take to provide transportation for not only the population that we have now, but 70 million more. And that's not including the disabled. And they're talking about testing the elderly people, and he said that, excuse me, that testing the number of elderly drivers, as we would eliminate the elderly drivers, people would assume that that'd be it, that we'd be doing the right thing, and that the purpose of retesting would be fulfilled, but the wrong drivers could be taken off the road. A lot of people in our poverty can't afford to retire, so the elderly that still choose to work might not be able to work and live off a stable income. Many analysts have actually joined with the elderly advocates and arguing that it makes more sense to test the high-risk drivers rather than the age-based. Traffic safety experts also agree with AARP and an insurance company in opposing to mandatory retesting and relicensing of all older drivers. And the research that mandatory testing has on elderly drivers reducing the crash rates would be pretty much ineffective, because the crash rates between elderly and the other age groups is a significant difference. There was a similar study in Australia actually, where they didn't have any mandatory driver retesting, and between 2002 and 2016 there was no significant difference at all in the crash rates between any of the drivers retested in the city of Victoria. And then, as Americans grow older, yes, they do not uniformly grow with their reflexes, but that's what should be tested, not the age, not the drivers of this significant age. Thank you.